In October of 2021, following a reunion of old college buddies, my friend Tony Quinn and I explored San Antonio's famous Riverwalk and the string of 5 18th century frontier missions that Spain built along the San Antonio River. Today, San Antonio is a fast-growing metropolis that's now second only to Houston in Texas and the 7th largest city in the country. The 750-foot Tower of the Americas takes us back to the 1968 World's Fair, known as Hemisphere. The charm of today's San Antonio is captured in its beautiful Riverwalk, which meanders through the downtown area and is a tourist magnet. The culture of its many shops and cafes reminds us that almost 2/3 of San Antonio's population is Hispanic, a level not matched by any other major city in the United States. We'll return to the Riverwalk in daylight, but now it's time to visit the missions, starting with the Alamo. Here I am in front of the #1 tourist attraction in Texas, conveniently located in downtown San Antonio. This distinctive-looking combination fort and church is now a World Heritage Site. The Alamo is the oldest of 5 frontier missions built along 12 miles of the San Antonio River that now comprise Mission Trail. If you enjoy a nice long walk, the Riverwalk will take you all the way. Meanwhile, there are armaments to check out and demonstrations to observe. A courtyard of statues brings us face to face with the doomed heroes of the 1836 battle for Texas independence from Mexico. Here is William Barrett Travis, who drew a line in the sand asking for volunteers to defend the Alamo against Santa Anna's army. James Bowie assumed joint command, shown here with the famous knife which ultimately bore his name. David Crockett from Tennessee was famous long before Walt Disney discovered him. Sadly, the Alamo defenders were badly outnumbered, and all were killed in the 13-day battle. Susanna Dickinson and her infant daughter were the only survivors. But the rallying cry, "Remember the Alamo," lived on and led to eventual success in winning Texas independence. Now we leave the Alamo. Yes, the full Spanish name is Mission San Antonio de Valero, and we drive a few miles to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception, as it would be known in English. Mission Concepcion was originally established in East Texas, but transferred by the Franciscan friars to San Antonio in 1731. The complex consists of a sanctuary, nave, convent, and granary. It's the oldest unrestored stone church in America. At one time, it was decorated with brightly painted frescoes, of which only traces remain today. But experts did restore the mission's interior in 2010. Catholic Mass is held every Sunday. A side altar honors the Virgin Mary. Our next visit was to Mission San Jose, the queen of the missions, which dates from 1720. The first buildings were made of brush, straw, and mud, but were replaced in 1768 with the solid limestone structures you see here. The enclosed property is huge, with rooms built into the walls for housing 350 natives who were being trained by the Franciscans to become Christians, learn trades, do farming, and defend themselves against their Comanche and Apache enemies. The buildings reflect Spanish colonial architecture, ranging from beautiful arches and classic passageways to an elaborately carved rose window. Inside the church, we even find Moorish design touches. Though no longer controlled by the Franciscans, the church still serves as an active parish, and the interior is beautifully maintained. By 1824, the need for protection had ended, and the mission lands were distributed to the inhabitants. It's just a short hop across the river from Mission San Jose to Mission San Juan, more properly called Mission San Juan Capistrano. This mission's extensive farmland and pastures made it a regional supplier of produce, sheep, and cattle. Outside the walls, orchards and gardens grew peaches, melons, pumpkins, grapes, and peppers. Irrigation made it all possible then and now. By 1762, its herds included 3,500 sheep and almost as many cattle. Mission San Juan is still active as a parish, but hey, it also makes a rich setting for a photo shoot with a pretty señorita. Now we head back across the river to Mission Espada, the fifth and final mission in our odyssey. Mission Espada was founded in East Texas, but moved here in 1731. Mission Indians were taught vocations such as weaving cloth, blacksmithing, carpentry, masonry, and stone cutting. Espada was the only mission that made bricks, which you can still see here. Farming, of course, depended on water, so dams on the San Antonio River fed into gravity flow ditches called acequias to make irrigation possible. Here you see the 2-century-old Espada aqueduct, similar to those of ancient Rome, that lets a ditch cross a stream. Farms still use this system today. With our mission tour ended, we returned to the Riverwalk in downtown San Antonio. The city is home to Fortune 500 corporations and has acquired the nickname Military City for its high concentration of Army and Air Force installations. But I promised you a visit to the Riverwalk in daylight this time, and we'll start in the tourist district. I'll stop talking and let you enjoy the gradual transition from entertainment to commerce. I think you'll find the Riverwalk to be a fascinating blend of old and new, beautifully showcased. The Alamo and Riverwalk are certainly the major tourist destinations in San Antonio. But you can keep walking, biking, or even paddling through the downtown commercial district and 12 miles beyond to reach 4 more historic missions along the San Antonio River. Put that on your bucket list.